Hi guys, it's your boy the Supreme Leader. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also click the bell button click the bell button after subscription, and also share the channel too as well. It's been a while, and yes, I'm back with you guys again, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the comments that I do get at the comment section. Like I said, if you want to talk to me or you want me to do a certain video, you can leave your comment at the comment section and I will just do the video and then post it to you. If you want to get in touch with me personally, you can follow me on Instagram from Africa to South America. Through my YouTube channel, through my videos on YouTube too, you can come across my Telegram platform, then you can join and then talk to me too through that site too as well. Today, some of the questions that I had at the comment section, no, not only the comment section, but some people to send me message and also asking me I should compare South American countries to West Africa, because this particular message that I had was from a West African, and the reason why was because of the video that I did. I was talking about the benefits out here, and also compared to what we have in where I come from, which is Ghana. So this person wanted me to talk a little bit about the countries out here and the reason why I think is far better than West Africa. It is very simple. It is very, very simple. If you watch most of my live videos and some of the videos that I did, I have listed a long list of some of the reasons why it is very good to it is very good to say South America is far better than Africa. Let me just say Africa in quotes, because in Africa, there is no place in Africa where you can easily go or simply walk into and then seek asylum with time, then get your, get your documents, and maybe, if possible, get a passport and stuff like that. In Africa, people consider the north of Africa and the south of Africa to be reasonable places to live. But the truth about it is, in the north of Africa, they are simply Arabs. You understand? Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, and Libya, Algeria. Those places, we see them to be okay. There are actually places where you can go and then work and make a living as an African, and also maybe you go down south to South Africa to work. Apart from South Africa, in the south, you can work in some places like Namibia, Botswana, and maybe, if possible, maybe Swaziland too as well, to maybe make some ends meet too as well as a regular African. But ask yourself, comparing these countries that I'm talking about, North Africa, South Africa, South Africa, yeah, the countries in the south, also maybe some part of Africa too as well, like specifically west of Africa too as well. Is it very easy to walk into those countries? Like you go to Morocco, north of Africa in general, is it easy for you to walk into those countries and then seek asylum, and then after seeking asylum go to a process of getting a permanent residency visa, or if possible, after getting permanent residency visa with maybe with some years coming, can you simply apply for citizenship? Is it easy for you to apply for other visas whilst you are holding your permanent residency? Is it easy to apply for other visas like European visas, North American visas, Asian visas too as well? Is it easy? Like, you should ask yourself this kind of question, because we all know, me and you all know very well that we don't know anybody from West Africa or maybe East Africa or Central Africa Republic who has been to these countries like Algeria, or let me just say North African countries in general, who has a permanent residency or can simply say they have a citizenship. You understand? Me and you, we have never seen anybody like that before. Okay, so another thing is in the south of Africa. In the south of Africa, which I have lived there, I have like specifically and intentionally lived there. You understand? For you to go there and then go through the process of you getting a citizenship, permanent residency, and seeking asylum, nowadays it's not an easy task for you to go through those kind of processes. You understand? Even if I'm not lying, because I can tell you from my own experience in the south of Africa, when you go there, you are going to seek asylum, you have to pay. Listen to me, you have to pay. For you to be able to seek asylum, you have to go get some immigration officer or maybe some third party or middleman and then pay the person the money for the person to get you an asylum for you to seek. Seeking asylum, even seeking asylum in Africa itself, you have to pay for you to seek asylum. Okay, so the reason why I'm here doing this video is because this particular West African sent me a message and was telling me if I think South America is okay, then I should start. I should just bring out the fact what makes it so good, and also comparing living in any of the South American country to living in Africa, any part of Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay, in Africa, let's look at things this way. The countries which are considered to have a good passport and a good, like maybe a developed system is Mauritius and maybe Seychelles too as well. Those are the only countries in Africa we know that their passports are very good, and also if you are from those countries, you can travel freely, maybe around the world, if possible, the whole of Europe or something. But then ask yourself, how possible is it for you to go to a place like Seychelles or Mauritius and then go through the process of becoming a residency and also be able to get a Mauritian passport or Seychelles passport? You have to ask yourself this kind of thing. Okay. Oh, let me to cut everything short, okay? When you come to South America, the privileges in South America is too big and so huge. You understand what I'm saying? I do watch some videos of interviews that, like people do, like talking to people calling from different countries and doing this kind of video. Let me just say, shout out to SVTV Africa. When you watch that channel, you get to know more about what's going on with not only Ghanaians and Africans around the world, but maybe you get to know more too about how people, like left Africa to other places to start all over and stuff like that. When you watch SVTV Africa, because that's the kind of content they bring to the world, like interview people. All right, and so shout out to that channel. When you watch that videos, you come across a whole lot of interviews where people say they left Africa for this particular reason, like maybe they are not getting jobs, maybe what do you call it? They are not getting jobs, things are very hard, even to get a food to eat is a problem. Like you come across a whole lot of people talking about their, like worst experiences in Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to send me a message and ask me, or maybe, and tell me to make another list, which I have already made a whole lot of lists for you. Let me put it this way. When you come to South America, not Brazil only, okay? Not Brazil only, I'm talking about Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, Paraguay, Peru, Brazil, Venezuela, um, Ecuador, and all these places in South America. When you come to these countries, the possibility of you getting a permanent residency and also citizenship is super high if you intend to stay in those countries, to like to start life, to live there like permanently. For you to get a permanent residency in that country is high. For you to get citizenship in those countries is also high. It's very easy for you to get them because they have their process and they have their ways. So if you follow those paths, for you to get those things, you don't have to pay anybody for it. You go through it and then you get it so easy and smooth. Okay, but let's look at Africa. In Africa, like I said, the places which are very good and considered places where you can go and hustle or make money is the north of Africa and maybe possibly the south of Africa. But ask yourself how possible it is for you to be able to go through those places like easily for you to get permanent residency. In South Africa, in the past, listen, in South Africa, in the past it was easy. But since now everybody is migrating to that particular place and also north of Africa. But north of Africa, it's not possible for you to get any permanent residency. You can get a job contract. You understand? Like their lifestyle is just like the lifestyle in the Middle East where you cannot get permanent residency, you cannot naturalize in the Middle East. And even when you go there, you are working, you cannot move freely, in the country and stuff like that. Here in the South of America is different. Here in the South America, when you come to South America, you can easily seek for an asylum. You understand? And also, apart from easily seeking for asylum, you can also apply for what do you call it? A permanent residency if you qualify for it. And to qualify for a permanent residency is not difficult at all in the South of America. You understand? Even though each country has their rules and regulations, but they all come back to almost the same type of process. Should in case you want to have your permanent residency in any of the South American countries like Bolivia, Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, Venezuela, Colombia, those places are for you to get a permanent residency or for you to be a resident in those places is very easy. You understand? If only like you come with a mindset of, oh yeah, I want to stay here and work and get all of this, you get it. You understand what I'm saying? And apart from that, if you live in the South of America and you are working, okay, even though, like I said, in the South of America, we have a wages problem. You understand? Like wages problem. If you are doing a regular job, like 5 hours or 7 hours job, like daily, and for you to make money, get a salary at the end of the month, it's not that much. But when you are living in South America, something like getting yourself food, paying your bills, like enjoying yourself, getting a basic necessity in the South America is not a difficult thing. You understand? Compared to some places like in the north of Africa or South Africa or maybe Central Africa or the whole of Africa. You understand? Because if you watch carefully, the videos you watch about Africa, the people migrating, all come back to the same problem, which they don't get jobs. Even to wake up in the morning to get what to eat is a big problem. It's all about who you know, and like the government and also the kind of system they have over there is disorganized. They don't have anything organized for anybody. And like there is a lot to talk about. But when you come to South America, even though most of the countries in South America, the wages are very bad, they are not very bad. Even though the wages are bad, Because if you live here, once you live in the south of America and you are able to send money to your family, you are able to buy yourself a new phone, you are able to wake up without complaining about food. It means South America is completely far better compared to what we have in Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So, infrastructure-wise, South America is far better than Africa. Basic necessities too as well compared to Africa. South America is far gone. And talking about data system, South America is also far away gone. You understand, compared to Africa. So there is a whole lot of things I can tell you guys. If I should do this video, it's going to be a very long video, and normally I don't like doing long videos. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so for example, I watched an interview whereby a young man was being interviewed on SVTV Africa, and he was a young man from Ghana living in Argentina, and was saying sometimes they make like 2,000 Ghana cedis, which is, you can convert it to your currency and see, a day, by selling used clothes and stuff like that. Even looking at this alone, it makes you know that there is a whole lot for you if maybe you live in South America. You understand? You are going to be doing much more better than living in some places like Africa or Asia. Because Asia is even one of the worst places to live, because there are those places you don't get permanent residency, and also for you to get a citizenship over there is quite impossible. You understand what I'm saying? So let me just say this. Let me just say this. To cut everything short, South America, living in South America, any part of South America, any country in South America is far better than living in West Africa, specifically living in Ghana. If you don't understand and you think you have more questions, or you want me to open up to you videos, you can go through my channel. You see a whole lot of videos that I did here, and that alone can tell you that living in South America is just fun and it's very good. There are plenty of jobs for you. You don't have to know anybody, or you don't have to have any family member in a certain company for you to be able to get a job to do. So guys, it's your boy, the Supreme Leader. I didn't want to do any long video, but I end up doing it though. And there is more for me to answer you guys, but I will still come back and then do another chapter of this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share the channel too as well. If you are new on this channel, thank you so much for subscribing. You can follow me on Instagram. From Africa to South America. I have to go and eat now. See you guys in my next video. Boom.